me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me according to regulations in the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. All right, let's give him a round of applause. Woo!
Push-ups, begin! Push-ups, begin!
Sir, aye, aye, sir!
Yeah, that's a long weekend on the recruits and on company commanders. I want them to see stars. I want them to say, oh, Lordy, here we go.
From you, we expect the following. Motivation and 100% dedication at all times. Is that clear?
Sir, yes, sir!
I said, is that clear?
Sir, yes, sir!
They told me I was shaking up there, and I was ready to go. I was like, let's go, we're going training.
What part didn't you understand? What part didn't you understand?
Be prepared to eat it, eat the dirt, hit the deck.
Get up, sir!
You're not coming in here to kick back, 'cause it's not a kickback kind of place.
Attention on deck! Stop moving, freeze!
Emotional freaking roller coaster.
When you hear attention on deck, wherever you are, you freeze! Do you understand?
Sir, yes, sir!
They like to mess with you mentally. They do know how to get inside your head.
Ma'am, ma'am. She gave you an order. Ma'am.
You got a lot thrown at you real quick. You don't really know what's going on.
I don't know, sir. You better start following orders.
You just move. Sense of urgency.
Hurry up. Sense of urgency.
I want them to remember that for the rest of their lives when they first meet me.
I said, is that clear?
Welcome to the United States Coast Guard. Wow, let's go.
On the next episode of It's Just 8 Weeks.
1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4.
Incentive training, it's punishment, bottom line.
The yelling and screaming took a couple of days to get used to because it's constantly going on.
I don't have you doing this for my house.
1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4.
Incentive training, it's punishment, bottom line.
The yelling and screaming took a couple of days to get used to because it's constantly going on.
I don't have you doing this for my house.
If you do something stupid, they're going to be on you like white on rice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Just basically depends on how mad the company commander is at us and how long he makes us do it. The majority of it depends on that.
Unbelievable.
We are doing real well, and then just one person screws it up.
No I&T. No I&T. No I&T.
Or we screw up as a team.
Get shoulder to stinking shoulder. Get shoulder to shoulder.
We all get incentively trained.
Begin.
Actually, before I came in, I was saying to my friends, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to screw up a lot so I can get some IT a lot, and, get big and buff and look good when I come out.
1, 2, 3, 4, yes.
I kind of changed that plan once I got here.
I didn't tell you to get up. I didn't tell you to get up.
There is a purpose behind it. Every time we go outside and do intensive training, it's because we messed up.
1, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Everything you do is well deserved.
It's a punishment, it's a tool that we use, hopefully to change their behavior.
On the next episode of It's Just 8 Weeks.
Hooray!
Some of the required knowledge was tough. There was some parts in training that were really tough, and I didn't think I was going to be able to pull through them, but I did.
A lot of classes, a lot of learning. You got to pay attention.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. He's a piece of the day.
Hooray!
Some of the required knowledge was tough. There was some parts in training that were really tough, and I didn't think I was going to be able to pull through them, but I did.
A lot of classes, a lot of learning. You got to pay attention.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. He's a piece of the day.
Most things you have to know exactly what to do in split seconds.
Oh,
If
if you don't go over it and go over it and go over it and go over it, you won't be able to do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You have a midterm and a final you have to take. You've got required knowledge, stuff you have to know.
It's kind of hard to, I guess, teach everybody all the stuff you need to know to be in the Coast Guard in 8 weeks. As long as there's no math, I'm all right.
Hardest part was staying awake. The classes are really not all that hard as long as you pay attention. If you fall asleep, you're pretty much done.
The instructors were really thorough with their classes. They taught their classes like they should be taught.
Every class they have here is designed to help you once you leave the gates of Cape May.
On the next episode of It's Just 8 Weeks.
You have
to give it your 100% every time to get any better at it. We lost a lot of people because of physical fitness.
They have to pass certain things to graduate.
You have to give it your 100% every time to get any better at it. We lost a lot of people because of physical fitness.
They have to pass certain things to graduate. They have to have a 1.5 mile run, a certain amount of push-ups, a certain amount of sit-ups.
The hardest part for me probably was the running. I was a smoker before I came here.
I was really afraid about the run, that I wasn't going to pass the run. I really surprised myself. I passed it with like 2 minutes to spare.
I saw a big change in myself, the fact that I lost 15 pounds, 2.5 inches on my waist.
Cybex workout was easy with the life cycles. I wish I'd upon no man.
Oh, the life cycle. If they put me on a life cycle today, I'll probably die.
The swim, now that was physically challenging. I don't think I was really ready for that, but I got through it.
I jumped off the platform. I thought I was at the surface coming up, so I inhaled, and I still had a couple of feet to go. Scuba Steve had to come save me.
Boot camp, they'll work you, because it's not just mental. You have to have some physical aspect too to be able to pull people out of the water.
Always give 100%.
On the next episode of It's Just 8 Weeks.
Why not?
Can you maintain composure? Can you keep a level head? And can you handle stressful situations?
You have burned every bridge you have here at Cape May.
Third squad forward.
6-7 months out of here, you have a 19-year-old charge of $4 million boat.
Why not?
Can you maintain composure? Can you keep a level head? And can you handle stressful situations?
You have burned every bridge you have here at Cape May. When they get out of here, they're going to get a lot of responsibility, more responsibility so than any other service, I think.
Third squad forward.
6-7 months out of here, you have a 19-year-old charge of $4 million boat. Going out on search and rescue cases, qualifying as coxswains. They're going to be dealing with stressful situations. Saving lives is a stressful situation, storms, and they got to learn to think, react, and do the simple things that we asked them to do under stress, so when the more difficult tasks at hand, where lives depend on it, they'll be able to handle it.
So you better start sounding off and stopping with the woe is me attitude.
I really wanted to give up.
On your back! Crunches, begin!
I'd lay in my rack at night and be like, okay, how can I get out of this? It was stressful. Took a lot of work to get through that, and I'm glad I'm here where I am now, rather than giving up.
This environment here gives us a chance to really turn up the heat on that individual and see if they can take it, because you have to grow up real fast in the United States Coast Guard.
Sir, no, sir!
Everybody that thinks the Coast Guard is a slack service and everything, after being here and seeing the way that people are so passionate about it, and you actually are doing a mission, you're not practicing for it all the time, you're going to be saving lives. Coast Guard is the deal.
On the next episode of It's Just 8 Weeks.
Performance enhancement platoon is used for discipline problems. People who are lacking in the core values per se, honor, respect, devotion to duty. Performance enhancement platoon is used for discipline problems. People who are lacking in the core values per se, honor, respect, devotion to duty.
Pep was hard. A lot of yelling, physical fitness, all that kind of stuff.
The biggest thing that worried me the entire time was Pep, Pep, Pep running around. I'm like, I'm not going to be one of those kids.
The classes they taught, a lot of things in there I wish I would have applied right away.
I learned integrity. You always have to have integrity. Integrity is the one thing in life that no one can ever take away from you. So one thing. No one can ever take that. You have to give that away.
Down, up, 1-1,
It was not fun. It was the hardest thing I've ever done, and I wouldn't ever want to do it again. I learned so much there. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
It's not a happy time in the old performance enhancement platoon. It's very intense, 3.5 days. But when they come out of there, they usually come out raring to go. Even if they get reverted, if they fail PEP and they get reverted, they usually come out there with a lot better recruit.
It's kind of tough for me right now. The low point, I would have to say when I actually first found out I was getting reverted. I'm going to be here an extra week and had to notify my parents.
Like I told the commander who sent me up here, I told him I shall make no excuses for my behavior.
Low point, I would have to say the reversion. Not getting home on time. But hey, you take your punches and you keep rolling.
Obviously, I'm very disappointed.
Getting reverted made me grow up the most and take responsibility.
to the rear, move!
Some people are not cut out for military service. One of those recruits was just physically incapable to do it.
Get out of the pool, let's go!
He couldn't pull himself out of the pool. He's not going to be able to pull a 200-pound person out of the water if they're drowning.
How are you going to help somebody if you can't help yourself?
He was just physically incapable of being in the United States Coast Guard. It could be physically demanding, a challenging job. And he just didn't have it.
Grab his hand.
It's a small number of washout. And it's not because they're bad people. It's just that they're not fit for military service. And not everybody's fit for military service. That's the bottom line.
And if people have to get reverted or rephased or discharged, it's for a reason.
On the next episode of It's Just 8 Weeks.
The hands-on was really, really interesting. I remember walking into that area the very first day we had seamanship and looking out and seeing the mock ship and heaving lines and wondering, what the heck is that and what are we supposed to do with it?
Well, line 4 to the pier! Line 4 to the pier!